Hey y'all, thanks for clicking on my video. Welcome, or if you're returning, welcome back. I did get myself a little microphone, so hopefully that'll improve the sound a little bit. My lighting situation is still not great. I'm trying to make use of natural lighting, but it is very overcast and cloudy today. But I'm going to just make do and see how it turns out. So I've been going through my closet and trying to make some cuts and declutters. And I've done previous videos where I've gone through skirts and tops. And today I thought it would be fun to just try on all of my dresses. This is a little different in that I think I'm just going to try on all of my dresses. In the other videos, I did just a selection of clothing that I wasn't exactly 100% sure about. So all of my like strong yeses that I definitely want to keep, I did not show in those videos. This one, I just want to try on my dresses, and I don't know if this is going to be so much of a hard declutter. I know that people tend to want to watch, more extreme, like 75% of closet gone, extreme declutter, ruthless. And I mean, I love that content as well, but this is going to be more of like maybe rather than a declutter, a gentle consideration where I maybe look at some of the things that I'm a little ambivalent about and talk about why they don't work for me and why they do work for me. I don't know if I'm really in a place where I'm ready to like definitely get rid of things. Since my last two videos, I did get rid of a large sack of some of the clothing that I showed, although a few of the pieces I ended up actually keeping out of my declutter bag, as I think pretty much always happens with people. But yeah, this I think I just want to look at the dresses and kind of as a preliminary evaluation, and maybe the data that I get from watching the video back will help me clarify my feelings a little bit. I am at a point where I do feel like I have too many dresses, and I don't necessarily feel like they all, totally embody like the style that I want. And I would like to trim some fat, but I'm just not sure yet where and how. So, but without further ado, I've been rambling for a while, so I'm just gonna start trying stuff on and walking you through my dress collection. Okay, so I've been talking and not recording, but my first dress is this gingham maxi dress, kind of a midi actually, from Old Navy. I got it earlier this year in the springtime. Um, it's just a little spandex and polyester A-line number with a smocked bodice and these cute little ruffly sleeves. I've said in the past that I kind of want to get away from gingham and kind of the like farmhouse looking stuff, but I do think it's cute. It's fun to wear with these cherry earrings. I also have these like red and teal cowboy boot mules that I really want to style this dress with. So I might do that in the future. I'm not going to go too in detail about all my styling ideas for this video though, because I'll be here forever. Uh, the only things I don't like about it are that the straps really don't stay up on me. I have really narrow, kind of sloping shoulders. So I think that's something that I need to keep in mind going forward when I shop is like I really get irritated when straps fall off of me. Even though I do like the sort of um, structural detail it adds to the dress. But I do wear this a lot. It's a dumb reach just because it's like just pop it on and it's comfortable. Um, and it's got some weird stains on it that I need to scrub off. So, yeah, this is dress number one. Definite keep. Not going to worry about that. Okay, this is something I haven't actually worn yet. It's a recent Goodwill purchase, and it's a Simply Vera dress in this really soft, silky polyester in this beautiful aubergine color. I just really, really love this color. I was kind of questioning the dress because it's a little small on my bust. Like the waistline comes up, it's kind of short and it's a little bit tight. So that gives me pause. I really like these like gentle pleats on it, and just the color and the way the skirt moves. I don't know if this was a great purchase just because, to be honest, it's a little small on me. But I'm gonna work on trying to style it and figure out how to wear it this fall. Here's one that I really struggle with, and it's kind of been on my chopping block a few times, and then I've rescued it. Um, it's the brand is Speed Control, which is funny. And I got it at, pretty much all my dresses are thrifted. I got this actually off Depop because I have another dress from the same brand and it's the same cut. So this dress is basically like a palette swap of the other dress I have. And I was like, okay, I know that dress fits me great. And at the time I was really into like brown and thinking like, oh, brown's my color and I'm like warm toned or something. And now I'm like, no, I'm not. um, but I kind of had this like patchworky, hippie looking vibe. The problem is that the dress itself, I think the main reason I don't like reaching for this is because um it's just this kind of gross feeling polyester. It just feels really cheap. I mean, it's obviously something from like the juniors department at like a department store. And I don't know. It's just, there's just something about it. It looks a little, I feel like the print looks a little bit dated. But, then again, it's like when I put it on, I'm like, oh, this actually, it fits pretty good. It started to get a little tighter in the bust than it was when I first got it. It's starting to gap, but it's really cute. I feel like for a long time, this style of dress was like my go-to, like the fit and flare, and I always wear it with a belt. But lately, I've gotten kind of, I guess, sick of that style, and honestly, I haven't wanted to wear like skirts and dresses as much recently. So yeah, I always feel a little bit like uninspired or like, like a little downtrodden when I see it. But then when I put it on, I'm like, you know what? This is kind of cute. So I don't know. I don't know where I stand on this one. But I think maybe I need to put it in some kind of probationary period where if I don't wear it. But then again, I think, well, I should keep a dress like this is useful. Say if I need to be in sort of a situation where it's casual, but I need to look a little more like put together, presentable. We'll see about this one. Okay, here's this little ribbed jersey cotton number that I never wear. I got this off Depop as well because I was kind of fixated on the idea of having a olive green dress. Um, but I just never, and this has like princess seams, so sometimes that can be really flattering. It's a bit large, so I almost feel like to be comfortable in it, I would have to wear it with a belt. But then that presents these whole challenges of like, okay, well, what belt do I have that'll look good with it? And then I've got to coordinate that with like this neckline is really boring and it feels really bare. So I've got to, yeah, basically, I've just been at a loss about styling this with the accessories that I own. And I feel like with the princess seams and stuff, it doesn't really work as like a swing dress. And also, I'm still, as much as I love like the aesthetic of swing dresses, I feel very self conscious in that style just because I feel like with my bust being so large, it just looks like so like potato sacky and not cute on me, but maybe not. But yeah, basically, I just never know how to style this, so I've kind of considered getting rid of it for that reason. So yeah, that's gonna be in my. I think I'm gonna okay. I think I'm gonna do like a need to style challenge, like dresses that maybe have some potential, but definitely need like some creativity. And so this aubergine would be in there, and this might be in here too. Okay. This one is right on the edge. And this is a obviously an old navy dress. I thrifted it. Um it is barely on the edge of fitting, like it's pretty tight around this area. Okay, pros. I do really like the pattern. I like the blue and the pink checks. I love the flutter sleeves. I like this little keyhole. Cons are, yeah, that I feel like it's getting a little tight. And also, this particular line of dresses, um, it kind of annoys me because like, they're not quite like a flare skirt, you know. It's very A-line, but it's kind of like narrow through the hips, and I feel like it's just it's a little unflattering. And I've worn this before, you know, normally I'd style it with a belt, and I've worn it with like a little cream colored mock turtleneck underneath, and it was cute. Although now it's like so tight that I feel like it might not work like that. Um the other reason I don't feel inspired to reach for this as much is just because it's kind of that same like um you know, like cute librarian style that, I mean, obviously is very like native to me, like it fits me, but it's just not necessarily like what I want for myself. So I don't know. This one is definitely, it's kind of in the same category as this one where I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I almost feel like it's a dress for a former version of myself. But at the same time, I'm like, well, there's nothing wrong with it, and it's kind of cute, and there's some things I like about it. So I don't know. Okay. This one I really love. It's vintage. It's polyester. It looks like I spilled something on it, even though I never wear it. Somehow that happened. And I got this at Clothing Warehouse in Little Five Points, which is a really cute brick and mortar vintage clothing shop, which the town I live in, we used to have so many vintage shops, and now they're like all closed just because it's not a viable business. Like rent is too expensive now, and I miss it so much. Like I miss just browsing in vintage shops. So I really got this more just because it was like literally the only thing in the store that fit me. And it is super cute, but here's why I don't wear it, because it's pastel, and I just don't really, as much as I like to look at pastel, I don't really wear pastel. Um, and so I have a really hard time like accessorizing it and styling it. You know, I've thought about like, oh, I could style it with like tan accessories. Like I have a pair of tan boots and like a tan belt, and then, but I'm like, what will I put on the neck? I don't know. I just have a really hard time figuring out how to wear it. And now that I have it on as well, I'm seeing that it, you know, it's weird. The other thing too, it's got like this kind of a long waist, but now I'm seeing in a lot of ways it doesn't fit that well. Um, like it's really pulling, the fabric's really pulling in between my breasts and the pockets are like not lying flat, like they're a little puckery. But it is such a cute dress. I am strongly considering reselling this one on my Depop though, just because I don't wear it and I feel like it needs more attention than it gets. Another thrifted piece. This one is kind of a tragic story because I used to feel very cute and very pretty in this dress, and I thought that it fit really well. And I was like, oh, that's so flattering on me. Um, but then I wore it out, and then someone took a candid photo of me, and that pretty much ruins like every piece of clothing I have because I see it and I'm like, wow, I look really matronly and dumpy in that, and I hate it now. And I pretty much have not wanted to wear this dress since then. But it's not bad, and it's comfy. I do like that it has little cloth buttons. Um, Things I do not like. I don't like this really dark navy blue, particularly. And I don't like these giant polka dots. I went through a phase where I was kind of like compulsively gravitating towards things with polka dots. I think just out of like familiarity, not even out of like liking them per se, but just like, oh, dots. Um, if this were like Swiss dots, like the really small ones, I would absolutely love it, but it's a little too like kitschy, like oh, 50s housewife, but I don't know. I still think it's pretty cute, and I feel like this one is an easier leaning towards keep, but I have to say I still don't get really excited when I see it, which is sad. Okay, here's my comfort zone. Black dress, above the knee. Um yeah. This I'm definitely keeping because it fits, and I mean it's a black dress and I'm perfectly happy with it. I used to style this belted and it does look quite cute like that. Lately I'm like, okay, I need to like push myself style wise a little bit and just wear it like loose. I've done that a few times. And let's see, it's got this. I'm not like crazy about this smocked neckline. I feel like that's very kind of dated. I do like these little tiered sleeves and these little like tassel-y things. Um, yeah, and this just has a lot of styling possibilities, and it's great, and I'm keeping it. This is one I actually bought new at Target, and man, I want to love it, but it's just a little off. Maybe I should hold on. Oh wow, I should have been doing this the whole fucking time. Okay. Um yeah, I love this fiery burnt red reddish orange and the this black kind of tropical looking floral print, and I like the surplice, like how this is all one big piece that goes up to the sleeve, and it's got these gathered sleeves. It's got pockets on the front, which is convenient, and it's kind of a cool length. Like I feel like the length from the bust to the skirt is kind of an unusual proportion, and I like it. But the only problem, okay, first of all, it's a little tight, like kind of through the neck and shoulders. I guess just basically the bust. It's a little small on my bust, of course. And um yeah, so it drags on my neck a bit, and I also just feel like the boobage is weird. Like it's not like a cute, it's like a weird section of cleavage. Like I feel like if it were coming up, I like showing some cleave, like boob tops, but I don't like how far down it goes. It's like very, I don't know, it looks like a butt crack. And I've tried to like figure out, like a camisole I could wear with it. Um and I don't really have anything that goes under it very well. And also it's like I don't want to have like a long camisole that's got a bunch of fabric, because that takes away from the like comfortable breezy feeling of wearing a dress. So it's like I want to love this dress, but it just doesn't fit around here the way I want, and it's bumming me out. But I want to try to make it work. So yeah, that's going to be on my two style pile. This is one I got at Plato's Closet. I think it's originally a Target uh maxi dress, and I think it's really pretty. Now normally I would wear it, I have these little straps that you can attach to your bra strap to make your bra into a racer back. So I would wear it with that so that the lines of my bra straps um, mirror the lines of this dress. Um, only problem is it is really tight around the waist. It's got this kind of thick elastic waist. It's kind of silly because it's got this drawstring, and I just think how great this dress would be if instead of having this elastic band, it just had the drawstring. It would be a lot more like versatile in terms of the fit. But the reasons I like it are it's 100% cotton. I think the black and red and sort of periwinkle are really pretty together. Even though I'm kind of tired of floral print, and it can be hard to find dresses that don't have floral print, but this particular one is okay. And I do like, I tend to like a floral on a black background more than anything. But yeah, the cotton feels really good. I like that it's like a true maxi, like it comes all the way down to the top of my feet, and that feels really nice. So I don't know, it's pretty, but it also makes me feel kind of fat because it just squeezes so tight around my midsection. And yeah, so I don't love that. This is just a navy blue jersey tank maxi dress. And it's actually from it's actually a maternity dress. I got it at a clothes swap. I don't really wear this out of the house, but it's a nice lounging dress. It's just incredibly comfortable. I actually really like the way it looks from the front. The only reason I don't like to wear it is because I'm very I'm self-conscious of my paunch, but yeah, this is comfortable. I like this scoop neckline. So I got this last summer. This is a one of the eternal Old Navy cami dresses. I feel like they've had these in their repertoire forever, and I've owned many of them and outgrown many of them. And I got this one last summer. Um, this one, as opposed to being like the rayon, it's actually this sort of like faux linen blend, and that makes it a little bit hot and scratchy. So that's con number one. I remember we were having like a heat wave, and I was just like trying to figure out something I could wear that wouldn't kill me. And I put this on, and I was just like, no, 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 no. Like the fabric is too hot. So I had to take it off. So yeah, fabric's not great. Also decided I really don't love the print. It's just like this very typical ditzy floral pattern that's, I don't know, it's just kind of played out. And it's, I don't know, this dress is definitely very youthful. It's something I very much gravitated towards in my 20s and 30s. And, you know, not saying that there's like a, an age limit on like when you can wear certain things, but for me, I don't know. I just want to feel a little more like powerful, I guess. But on the other hand, I'm like, oh, it's looks kind of cute. The reason I do like this dress as opposed to some of the other Old Navy cami dresses is a lot of those cami dresses, they're not really designed to be petite. So they would, you know, they have this little defined waist area and then the A-line dress, and a lot of them hit like right at or kind of like mid knee. And to me, that's just on my body. That is such a like awkward proportion. Like there's just too much skirt. Even though I was talking about that other orange dress and liking the proportion of that skirt. I don't know. So it's just like, but I like that this one's a little bit more of a mini dress. So it feels a little more like, you know, like it's a little more flirty. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel a little like dipsy and kind of basic in this. And again, like with styling it, like I have a hard time styling it. I feel like I'm like doing too much when I put on accessories and they don't really go. And it always feels, I don't know, it just never like, it never hits right. But I'm gonna keep it because I don't really, this is like one of my only like short dresses. So yeah, and also the straps fall off. I have like safety pins here so I can like attach it to my bra straps. And I know there's like I could probably like sew a piece of fabric with like the snaps to snap it, but I'm lazy, so I haven't done that. Thrifted Target dress. I love a black dress. I love a true maxi dress. I love a cowl neck. Um, I love a little fabric tie so I don't have to wear it with an uncomfortable belt. Um, Problem is, it always feels like a little bit too much for like daytime and running errands, even though it's really comfortable. And that's kind of when I want to wear it. I could like wear it like out on for a night out, but I don't know. It's like both too um it's both too casual and too dressy. Like I feel like the fabric is very casual and then the actual like cut and the garment is too dressy and it just never seems to like go with the occasion. But it's comfortable and I feel relatively confident in it, so I'm keeping it for sure. Okay, we love to see it. This is a vintage dress that I thrifted at Goodwill. I wore it the other day and it is redolent with some kind of very heavy perfume and I don't know what it was, but I got a few compliments on it and I felt pretty cute. Um, Obviously, it's got a lot of similarities to some of the other dresses I tried on. I feel a little bit more cool in this one because it's like an actual vintage dress, so it just feels a little more. I don't know. It's a little more unique and just. I don't know. I think it's a little more stylish. I think it's the way it's cut is very flattering. It still has the matching sash, which if you shop vintage, it's actually I wouldn't say rare, but it's nice to find the matching sash slash belt because a lot of times those have been lost over the years. So I really like that it has that. Um, Again, like I style a lot of things with belts, but to me, like having a matching fabric sash is just it just looks cooler for one thing. It cuts down on the number of like pieces you have to like coordinate and it's also more comfortable because you don't have the heavy like thick belt. It's got this cute little um keyhole thing. The only cons with this dress and the reason that I don't reach for it sometimes, oh yeah, and it's got these like little, you can't tell, but it's got these little like tears on the sleeves, which is so cute. um the thing that gives me pause is that it is a really scratchy, hot, unbreathable polyester. And so I'm like, all right, I'm going to look and feel cute, but I'm going to be uncomfortable. And is that a trade off I want to make? Um, the other problem is that it zips up in the back. So it's hard to put on. And I feel like that also limits like how that also limits the stretchability of it. But yeah, I feel cute in it. I like it. This kind of dark navy blue, again, it's really like one of my less favorite colors, but in the context of this dress with these little like cream flowers, I like it. I think going forward in the future, paying attention to fabric is something that I'm going to do a lot more of just because as I get older, I'm more and more sensitive and particular about that. But on the other hand, it's like if I see a really cool vintage dress at the thrift that actually fits me and it's in like a hot fabric, I can't say that I can't say like 100% that I'll pass it. Okay, that's a lot of dresses. I'm gonna do a part two so that the video doesn't go on forever. And also, I'm very hot and I need to take a break.